Welcome to the Serious Shift Blogcast. We have only one question. What does Serious Shift mean to you? To answer that and much more, here's your host, Dennis Moseley-Williams.
Hi, I'm Dennis, and welcome back one more time to the Serious Shift Blogcast. I hope you're having a great morning. Thank you for letting me into your morning. I'm having a great morning. I'm having my third great morning. It's my third morning in Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, a town I have always wanted to go to. I have wanted to come to this town since I was a little boy, literally reading stories about the Northwest Territories and Mounties and adventure and dog sledding and you name it. I have always been attracted to the North. I have always been attracted to outdoor adventure, and Yellowknife has been a bucket list town on my radar for 40 years. And here I am. What a dream come true. And as I walked around quirky and weird Yellowknife, taking pictures of signs and houses, I use this word loosely, junk in people's yards. Things that I think are beautiful that somebody's probably trying to throw out. But I thought, well, that's interesting. I mean, literally, I walked 20 kilometers the other day. I spent all of Saturday walking from one edge of this town to the other, up and down the hills. There's 25,000 people that live here. It's a small town. Okay, you ready? It inspired this blog. Some people love Yellowknife. I know I'm coming back. I knew within an hour. I can also tell you that one of my very best friends would have left within an hour. This is not his jam, as the kids say. It's not what he's looking for. It's what I'm looking for. And I'm going to tell you some interesting things I've learned about Yellowknife walking around. Let me just read these things to you. I took a photo of a poster advertising the success of tourism here in the Northwest Territories. So last year, 112,530 people, let's call it 112,000 people, spent $203.4 million in 2017-18. So let's just call that $203 million. 112,000 people visited and dropped $203 million on tourism. This is what they spent it on. The biggest one is $87.1 million. Okay, that's a lot of money. That's business travelers. Yellowknife is the capital. There's a lot of business up here. There's a lot of mining, et cetera, natural resources. So there's lots of business travel that happens up here. Fair enough. Next was general touring. And there's a photo of a motorhome, $16.1 million. Not bad. Okay. Then we got $17.1 million on outdoor adventuring. That would be snowmobiling, dog sledding, ice fishing, being out on the land, which is very appealing to me, maybe not to you. $10.1 million visiting friends and relatives. What brings you to town? And every Canadian's got a story about a friend in Yellowknife who moved here for 8 weeks 12 years ago and never left. So there's $10.1 million is spent on people just coming to visit people they know who live here. Okay, you ready? $56.9 million was spent in 2017-2018 on Aurora Borealis tourism. That's Northern Lights tourism. $56.9 million out of $203 million was spent on people staring at the sky at night. No product other than the Northern Lights. Right? It's a staged experience. They bring you out to this place called the Aurora Village. It's staged and very authentic. There's teepees and snow stuff and all kinds of great things. And you hang out wrapped in fur blankets, sitting in the boreal forest. It's lovely, lovely. Staring at the wonder of the Northern Lights above your head. $56.9 million. No, that's not true. Not everybody wants to come to Yellowknife. And Yellowknife knows that. And this is the lesson we have to learn. Yellowknife isn't trying to be anything other than Yellowknife. They're not defining themselves by what they aren't. Well, we're not a big city. We're not even a small city. Well, we're not Edmonton. We're not Calgary. We're Yellowknife. We're 25,000 people on the shoreline of Great Slave Lake. It's rugged, it's natural, and it's gorgeous. We are government. We have some natural resources. We have a beautiful town and people who love to be here, and people who love to come and visit, love to visit. End of story. They're A-OK with what we have and what we don't have. All of this got me thinking. We should all be taking a page from Yellowknife. Be small and exclusive. It's the only way to run your business. Now, you have to accept that you can't be everything to all people. Yellowknife does. Yellowknife doesn't bid on certain conferences. They know they can't get people here. They know exactly who they are. They know exactly who their clients are. And they know exactly what to do to make sure people are engaged and happy. Okay? Same thing with you. You can't be all things to all people. Okay? This is the price that you pay to be small. You say no to some people. Okay? When you're small, you have leverage. You got to leverage your advantages. And one of your advantages is that you can stage an experience that cannot be duplicated by your competition precisely because you have the capacity to do so. There are things that I can do at my business for my clients that my competitors can't because I have 12 clients a year. I have the capacity to stage an experience that is different, unique, and relevant to my clients. You have to do the same thing. That's what Yellowknife does. When you're small, you can't offer a general experience. When you're really big, you can. When you're the city of Toronto and you want somebody to come and have a conference, you can offer a general experience. Yellowknife can't. It has to offer a very specific experience because you're too small to be all things to all people. You have to be all things to some people. And luckily, there won't be a lot of them, okay, which is great because you only need to find one or two of them and they're plugged into everybody else. Small groups of people looking for something special are looking for it. They don't stumble into it, they search it out. And when they find it, it engages them, it delights them, excites them, and they tell the other weirdos they know. That's the way it works. It's the secret to my entire success. When you create such an incredible experience that's only appropriate for certain people, only some people want to come north to Yellowknife, then a natural and reasonable consequence is that you're going to turn some people away, okay? Not everybody is a Tragically Hip fan. Not everybody likes the same movies. Not everybody likes Starbucks or sushi or the President of the United States or the Prime Minister of Canada. Not everybody is going to love your idea. That's completely reasonable. But what we all love, what all of us love, is when what we love doesn't sell out. Okay? We don't want to come back to Yellowknife and find out it's trying to pretend it's Calgary. We want to come back to Yellowknife and say to the person we bring, see, didn't I tell you? Isn't this place great for everything it is and isn't? We want and love, all of us, the genuine article. And this is what makes being small so incredible, okay? It's so much easier to be real, to make a connection, and to share a little bit about yourself through your work when you're small and genuine. The downside is to create true fans, you have to create some people who can't stand you. That's just the way it is. Not everybody loves everything. You want to have fans that love you for what you are and who you are and how you do it. What you have to accept is to just play to your fans and accept that detractors, people who are not fans, that can't stand you, it's actually an indicator that you're doing something right. As always, my friends, it's nice to have this time with you. And if you haven't figured it already, I guess I'm endorsing that you consider a trip to Yellowknife. It's beautiful and it'll change your world. I will never forget this, a true experience. As are you, everybody. Thanks so very much for tuning in. I hope I get to see you soon. Take care, everyone.
We hope you enjoyed the Serious Shift Blogcast. We would love any suggestions, feedback on topics, ideas, or challenges that may have you feeling stuck. Also, please leave a 5-star review wherever you are enjoying this content. It helps Dennis out tremendously. One last thing, if you would like to take your game to the next level, go visit SeriousShift.com and download for free our latest white paper. It will seriously begin to help you shift. On behalf of Dennis and the team, see you next episode.